I was thinking, Merida, she's not your typical Disney princess. She doesn't so much want a Robin Hood to, come and save her as she wants to be Robin Hood. I don't know if there was certain people that you kept in mind, Katharine Hepburn or Chastity Bono or maybe Rebecca Brooks. I don't know if there were certain independent women that you thought, okay, this is where she's coming from.
I didn't think of anybody, to be honest, but weirdly, as I've been talking about the film, I've realised that Calamity Jane was huge for me when I was growing up. I loved her, and even I'm saying growing up, I dressed up as her for Halloween 2 years ago, and I didn't have to purchase any items of clothing; it was all there. So I think that stood me in good stead. My love of Calam.
I suppose there's a sort of a saying at the heart of this: if it ain't one thing, it's your mother. And that idea of as you're growing up, that teenage rejection where suddenly you think, okay, the woman that bore me, she now bores me. I just don't want to be around her. Did you kind of sort of feel that was the core of the story? I don't know whether you thought, okay, I'm a mom too. I know this will happen someday. I can understand what Brenda was
I've got
thinking.
a boy. I feel quite lucky. I've got a boy. I
Dougie
think
will suffer.
mothers and daughters, the relationship is just such a tricky one, and especially when girls hit their teens, they're just teenage girls are a nightmare. So yeah, that's really the film is about Merida trying to Merida and her mother are at a bit of an impasse, and it's about their struggle.
I suppose, Brenda, I don't know whether you got a chance to talk to her before she exited. She had sort of been inspired by her 12-year-old daughter, come up with this story, worked on it for quite a few years. I don't know whether that overlapped, whether you spoke to her about that.
No, I've never met Brenda Chapman.
Ah, okay, right. The coming quite later too, I know that Reese Witherspoon was initially there. I mean, I don't know whether that was kind of okay because you can just throw yourself into it and not sort of think about it, or whether you needed a little bit more time, whether there was a sort of panic situation.
No panic situation. I mean, I went in for my initial, I had to read a few lines just so that they could hear that I sounded right, and they were happy with it, and I kind of I just got on with it after that. I didn't overthink anything.
I was thinking very briefly, I know only a minute left, but it seemed very happy days for Kelly MacDonald. You've got the wonderful Boardwalk Empire, and your Margaret Schroeder's wonderful, and then No Country for Old Men, Carla Jean was a great little creation, and I know Helena then in the Harry Potter Deathly. Does it feel, this is all great, or you seem to strike me as somebody who'd like to stay under the radar, so success comes with that dreadful thing where people recognise you?
Yeah, I know I want to be successful, I just don't want to be famous.
Right.
It's a totally different thing, or a celebrity, or that's not what I'm in.
Because that was funny, because the very first audition for that Trainspotting role for Diane was that little ad that sort of said, do you want to be the next Sharon Stone?
I know.
I'm thinking that's not what you wanted at all. You wanted to be
Isn't
the next.
that funny? Because someone said that yesterday as well. I'd forgotten Sharon Stone was in the mix.
Yeah.
It just really ages.
But you were like 10 or something at the time, so I don't think
there was other names, They said Patricia Arquette as well, and Kate Moss.
But you're more likely to be more Meryl Streep or maybe Gene Hackman than Sharon Stone.
That's lovely, Gene Hackman.
The character actor, the very good character actor.
Amazing, thank you.
No similarities at all. You're a very beautiful woman. But that's obviously your motivation was much more the character thing than the star.
Yeah, I just want to play good, interesting characters in good, interesting films, and so
Now, can we list the movies that you don't think worked for you?
No, we should just leave that alone, I think.
Okay, well, you can send it to me. You can email me, and
I'll
sure, add it in.
later.
I'll add it in later with I'll dub your voice.
Okay.
Lovely to talk to you, kid.
Nice to talk to you too.
Well done. Yeah, no, that's some lovely work to it. I mean, Boardwalk and everything has been great.